Hi everyone, Alan from Newlands Nursery. Welcome to today's 5-Minute Friday, and today we are potting up these fantastic 2-in-1 geraniums. So let me tell you a little bit about these plants. So I said geraniums, they are strictly speaking pelargoniums, but they're known as geraniums in the UK by the majority of people, so that's just the common name. So they are pelargoniums, I'm well aware of that, but these are a cross between a trailing or an ivy geranium and a zonal, an upright geranium. So what the breeders have done, they've crossed that, and you've got so many benefits to doing that. They are really fantastic plants. And when we spoke to the breeders about it, they're often saying they're really, really good for like landscaping. They're really big, quite aggressive growing plants. They're not in a bad way, but they get nice and big, they grow nice and quickly, and they are really easy to look after as well. Plus you've got a fantastic selection of colours. So I'm actually going to put 3 plants into this big container, but the reality is I know one of these plants would fill these with a bit of patience. So that just shows how big they get compared to traditional pelargoniums or traditional geraniums. So what I'm going to do is plant them up. So let's start with this one here. I'm just going to squeeze the pot nicely, just like that, and lift the pot off and just place it where I want it. So we're thinking about the future for these plants when we plant them up, because they get away quite quickly, but we're looking for more flowers later on in the year. So I'll show you what we do to encourage that. So I can carry on. This might look like a massive container for these 3 plants, but they will fill it so quickly, especially this time of year. We're towards the end of May, beginning of June, coming towards summer, they start growing nice and quickly. So I place them on the compost. I don't push them down. So what I'm going to do is backfill these. There's a really fantastic range of colours of these. They're not hardy plants, so they don't come back every year if you leave them outside. Strictly speaking, pelargoniums are perennials, but I always think they look nicer growing fresh ones every year, but that's obviously people's preferences. You can take them through the winter quite successfully, but this is a fantastic container to go on a patio, just outside your front door, or if you've got a space where you grow containers, that's great. But like I said, these work in the ground as well. Wouldn't normally say geraniums are all that. I like them in pots more than I do in the ground, but these grow really, really well in the ground. So just backfill there. Haven't pushed down the compost. I know you've heard me say that so many times, but we want the roots to get into the compost. The more you compact it, the harder you make it. It's as simple as that. But what I'm going to do now is something people always say to me they really find hard to do, but honestly it makes so much difference. I'm actually going to take these fantastic flowers off. So with something like this, same as if you were deadheading it, just snapping it down and just taking this whole flower stem off, and I'll work my way around. The reason we are doing that is we want the strength to go into the plant. We want to encourage the plant to grow more, and even this bud here I'm going to take off. Simple as that. Give it a good water, it will grow quicker than you think, depending on the weather. Certainly if you're watching this and we're in June, you can probably go outside with it, but do keep an eye on frost, because they really won't like that. So if the weather's as nice as it is today, where it's nice and sunny, and it will grow well, perfectly well outside, and you get flowers all summer. Any questions at all, get in contact. We're here to help. See you soon.